Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have another PCM, Marine PCM test, this time for Kevin P in North Carolina. This is a Volvo Penta 5.0 GXIE. His concerns are, let me just read from the paper. I'm going to do it paper off camera because I obviously have all his information. He said last started late summer 23. Now engine will start, but almost immediately, 1 to 2 seconds, dies. When I turn the ignition on, I hear the two beeps and the fuel pump run. Not sure whether I hear high pressure pump or low pressure pump, or both. I wait for those, then fire the ignition. Either way, engine does not run after initial start. So I have everything running in here. Everything the computer controls is connected and simulation is working 100%. We got the fuel pump relay coming on, two bank of injectors, and the ignition ESC signal. That's a Volvo Penta refers to. We got very nice and clean injector signal, so everything is nice and smooth. I even open up the computer to see if I see anything abnormal, ground pad corroded, or due to electrical high loads on the starter and corrosion on the computer, or sorry, on the battery terminal, but that's not the case. We have what I have right now here on the oscilloscope, green channel and red channel. Those are the two injectors, and the yellow channel is the EST signal, as I have always marked in here. This is what I share for my customers and all the same computers to me. I put the notes in there so it's very easy to see for them. Let me put Diacom. Again, the computer is running and idle. I have probably run it for as you see this time, for 11, a little over 11 minutes, right here, 11 minutes, 10 seconds or so, and no trouble codes right here. So this is no trouble codes in there. All the values and the signals are nice and clean. Don't see any problems. When the computer came here, I always save the data. So let me open that folder because I always put all the customers' information in there as well. So I'm going to just scroll up a little bit. So we're not seeing that, but we can see the engine serial number, so he can see two. The ECM was just on, but no RPM. Or actually, disregard that because in here I actually have it running 738. But then if I go over to the full history, we have fuel pump low open, and that was the only fault that I was seeing on this computer. So I got nothing to go by to give you recommendations, Kevin. In this case, definitely the problems are in the boat, not here. So I'm going to turn the engine off. Let me, well, you can see the signals immediately disappearing from the oscilloscope, so that is live. We can see the RPMs, and I'm going to take a zoom glass so we can see the RPMs from the distance. Let me just find it. All right, so we got the RPMs, at least you can see. And let me also put the trouble codes because that's the only thing that I really want to really see from the distance. But yeah, if I turn everything off, we're going to see a sorry, a green bar, losing communication. So I'm turning the ignition back on. We can see the fuel pump. I'm going to do that again. So we can see the fuel pump prime, and that is completely normal. That's the way it should be. Computer is communication. The calibration checksum, let me actually put that also here. So we can see the calibration checksum, which is for his computer, and that is indeed a 5.0 as the computer should be, and it is, right? So we are all good. And then I'm just going to turn it on. So immediately we got injectors, we got coil, everything is instantly. And I have absolutely no problems. I don't see any glitches on the TPS or anything that let me believe the computer has problems because I'm very familiar with these modules. I've been working for this for years. I have repaired successfully a lot of them. Not all are repairable due to the construction. This is a hybrid ceramic computer, so some of the components can be replaced, some are not. You have to have special tools and skills to work with this, otherwise you will destroy these computers. and I know what I'm doing. But yeah, so in this case, Kevin, I don't see anything wrong with your computer. The injection milliseconds are matching perfectly. The signals are all present and no fault codes. So, like I said in the beginning of the video, I think the problem is in the boat. So I'm going to seal it back and then contact you and send it back to you, and then maybe try to guide you through some tests and see what is exactly that you're missing. Based on the fault codes, I will have to have, and you will have to have at least a Diacom through a laptop that you can connect to the boat and then read fault codes, gather the data. With this Diacom, which is great, as you can see that you can connect it to a laptop. This is just the same cable that you will connect into the boat, into the Bulbo Penta setup. This will tell you, let me actually stop the communication and then show you how this will go. So I'm going to actually remove the oscilloscope from there because we don't need it. So let me make this Diacom big. So when you're like selecting, let's say you get the Diacom um, software and kit for Bulbo Penta, if that's all you have, I would recommend you because it's less expensive, and then you can use any laptop that has even up to Windows 11. I'm running this with Windows 11. So when you get that, you connect it to the boat, and now you're going to select in here. Again, you select, let me go back to that. Let me cancel. So you're going to have these buttons on the left side. The first one is with the boat, so choose the system, and that's exactly how we're going to start. Okay, we're going to select MEFI 1 to 4, and that's what you have. And then you click OK. This is going to open another menu here. It's mode 1 and mode 0. I mean, you can click on either one. You ain't going to hurt anything. This is just different selections. Mode 1 is the one I use the most because it gives me all these bits. All right, so there was somebody in my door, probably with my food. It's almost lunch. Let me stop the video. I'll be right back. Yeah, I had to stop because otherwise my doggy will not stop barking. All right, once you select the system, right, and you select the mode 1, you get mode speed. So let me even go back and show you what mode 0 is. So we select that. If I select mode 0, you see it's less pits because this is a mode that all you want to see is those. So that's why I always select mode 1 because I'm doing an in-depth diagnostics, and you want to do this in the boat as well. So you select that and now you connect. So now the boat is running, you can see the RPMs, and we already know that, okay, we have, again, with the zoom glass, you can see, sorry, no, I select the wrong one, but we can see the RPMs are there. All right, so when when you are connected to your boat, let's say you're in the dock and you're about to take off and do a test, because this is what I would need from you or anyone that wants to send a computer and wants to actually help me help you. If you have Diacom, then you can go and then click this camera button in here. And what this will do is to start recording the live data. Now you can put the laptop on the side and forget about because you're recording all the bits. So now I'm going to do the same thing. We're on RPM, so I'm going to recreate kind of like you going up to, idle. Now you're taking off and you're about 225, 3000 RPM. You're starting to cruise, right? So I'm going to raise the TPS because obviously I am not a boat, so I have to do that manually. Again, this is a simulation. So I'm about 35%, 40% throttle, and I can change the map. So I'm going to increase the map value. That will increase the injectors and everything. You don't have to do any of that because obviously all you do is acceleration. Now the engine is changing by itself because of the air is running in, it's gushing inside the engine as you accelerate. The throttle body is opening, you're getting more air. Computer is adjusting more injection due to more air, due to the map manifold air pressure that would change your injection millisecond, but that is automatically done by the computer, and that's what the sensors are. The sensors are inputs, and it's going to change the outputs, coil and injectors and so on, right? But yeah, so you are recording. Now you want to, okay, the boat stop is starting to create, to have the problem. Okay, you have that, and it's a problem. What you want to do is like, okay, you are now losing acceleration, the boat is not running good, you can grab the laptop and stop the recording. Once you do that, now opens this. And then you can now save this file because this is going to save it and going to show you, like, just, Kevin. I'm going to put your name in here, Kevin P. Test drive. All right, so, and I click OK. I can even now start the boat again and do another recording if I want to. I'm not going to do this here because it's going to make just the video too long. And that's not the reason I want to make this video. But again, I want to try to help him and help others with problems in the boat. So let me just, oh, I'm in the wrong adjustment. I want to leave my values as I always use it as a star, around 12.5. That's what I use for the map, and I use around 10% on the TPS. So that's all good. You can see this star without malfunctions too. So this boat is now happy. All right, so I'm going to turn the boat off. I'm back in the dock, and I don't need to be connected no more to the boat. So you can then now either access that folder. So you can access the recordings right here and in Diacom, and this is what I would do because I would need Kevin or any other customer to send me that data file. So if you want to see it, you just will open, in this case, I gotta go to Documents. I gotta go over to Diacom Data and then Record. So I'm gonna go over to the K, right? Kevin, Kevin P test drive, and I open that folder, and now it's there. Everything is there. And the nice thing about Diacom, even before you click the record, it records like 5 seconds before because it's already there. So when you click the button, it grabs the 5 minutes, or sorry, 5 seconds before from the buffer because it's a software, right? So I can do that, and now you can analyze that data. And now I have all the pits of you running good, and then when you stop just after, not immediately, but right after the boat start to give you the problem, you stopped, and now we have all these captures. I can see what was happening in the boat, how many fault codes were there. It's a lot of information in here that I can use in order to help you and help others. So like if you are you close Diacom, all have to do is click on any folders or go into right here and then look for a folder to open, like, on your computer, PC, whatever, right? You do go over to Documents. This is where Diacom will always be. Documents, Diacom Data, Record. That's all the recordings. As you can see, I got plenty. So this is, in your case, will only have one or two, whatever you have recorded. And then you look for the name. I forgot to click on the name. Like that is alphabetically order, and then I can click on here. What I need you to do is copy that file, and then what I do is, and I'm going to do it like I'm a customer, and I'm going to send this to Mike Salazar. So I open a new email, and I'm going to insert. Um, Let me send this to myself. So Kevin P. Um, test drive Diacom. Again, this is a complete simulation to show how you can send the files to me. All right, so now how I attach the file in here? Well, I insert the file, attach the file, browse this computer. This is going to open that. So if you're in your email, you just go there, you go to Documents, Diacom Data, Record again, right? So make sure it's alphabetically ordered, and it is in this time. So we're going to go into look for Kevin, and we just click in there. That's it. And then send. Now I get that file in here. I can open it with Diacom, and we can both see. I can guide you to like, hey Kevin, this is what is happening in your boat. I can see more in there, and that is very helpful. Diacom. Let me show you where you can get Diacom. So let me post this 1 second. All right, the video is getting a little long, but I think I'm sharing a lot of information. All I did was looking for Diacom software, and that, disregard that, artificial intelligence thing that pops out in there. You go into Rinda Technologies. You click on this first file. Don't get fooled by this little handheld thing because that's worthless. You will not be able to record anything. You want to get the laptop base. So what we need to do is Mephi troubleshooting article. Let me just see Marine press list. All right, so we're going to see no, because yeah, don't get the TouchMate Pro. We're going to get the Diacom PC software. That's what we're getting. And what we can see here is what connectors do we need. Okay, so we're going to be working on Mephi 4's bulb. So this is what you are going to look into. Let me just see. 9405 and 94005 are for MEFI 1 to MEFI 4B. So as long as the 94005 connector is in there, the software will work. That's all you need to do. So you can either buy the standard kit, and you can see here that the standard kit includes the connector 94005 and 94006. So that's it, $619. Yes, you need to get a laptop, but I don't think that is too much. I got the deluxe kit because it has a lot more adapters. I work into, newer vehicles. It has CAN communication on boats, and I have all the connectors. But if you just have your boat and you don't want to spend too much money, I think the $619 with those two adapters is well worth it. So just get the kit. So if you look for the kit 94010, so we can go back and then we can go into purchase. This will open another one, right? So Seal Diacom Marine kits, and this is what, forget about the text mate, right? So we're going to there, so 9410, 94010, right here, right? So we click in there, and that's all you guys will need to get. Add it to your car, and you will have it probably delivered at your door in a week. That is all you need to do. It comes with a CD. You need to keep that CD because that is the main first installation when you install that into your computer and you open the first time Rinda or Diacom, right? Like I have here. So let me open that. So let's say I just installed for the first time Diacom. It will come with a very old, I don't know, point, and you need to update it. So because right now, as you can see, I'm running 3.39 version. So the version that comes in the CD is probably 3.31. So what you want to do is click on help and then Diacom update web page. And I want to open this because I want to show you what happens when you open here. So as soon as we open that, it says clearly, this is an update version to 3.39. And it says the download available on this page updates an existing installation of the Diacom. The original and existing installation comes only in the CD. They're not going to give you this unless you have a kit. So keep that always with you. Make a copy, copy it and, bring it into your computer and just grab that file and save it into your computer like that. You can always, if anything happens, install it again. Make sure that you keep that CD with the payment and the receipt. If something happens, they will send you the software, but it's better if you keep it. But yeah, so this is all you need to do, and then you just click on download. So if I click in here, this will open a folder. I don't need to execute it because I am already in the 3.3.9, but you will need to do this, and then you can use Diacom. The connections, once you are there, I'm going to open Diacom again because let's say you don't know how to connect this on the boat, right? Because you're not a technician, you're a boat owner. So you can just always click the help. This has the user manual too. So if you're here, you're going to go over to, let me just see, using Diacom, right? That will be helpful. We can move the bar, choosing an ECM type, connecting to the ECM. All right, so connect to the ECM. I guess no, this is all in the software. Let me just see. ECM test, MEFI 4. Well, these are just tests that you can do inside the software. I'm actually just looking to connections. Getting started. Connecting to Mephi 1 and 3. This should be probably, yep. So this is exactly. So what you want to do is you open the help, right? You go over to getting started, and then you click on connecting to Mephi 1, 2, 3, 4 and Cephi, which is pretty much the same. So you will look close to your throttle body, right? Air filter, and you will have the diagnostic connector with a cap. All you need to do is remove the cap because it has kind of like a clip that you can move and get it out. And then now you can connect your Diacom connector, which is the one I have here. I'm using the 904, sorry, 94006 or 9004, sorry, 5. And that will connect into this connector, and you open the software and you're good to go. So Diacom has all these helps and everything that you can see where are located, and then follow the prompts. It's pretty easy after that. All you need to do is what I explained you in the beginning of the video. And again, I'm trying to help as much as possible you owners and you technicians that are new to using diagnostics and everything. I think it's well worth it for any technicians that are trying to repair boats to get, to get this, get a laptop, take it for a test drive. You want to send a computer and you have a file like that, I will be more than happy to help you. And that's what I'm here for. I have a lot of knowledge. I can share you a lot of knowledge and a lot of good uh, tests that you can perform in the boat, but I need data. I write it down, all the tests you have performed, do a test drive. If you have tested a coil, get the values. I test pin X, pins Y, whatever numbers, right? And it was a 12 volts, it was a 5 volts. Write all that down. Send me all that information, and I will help you successfully repair any boats. All right, guys? Again, it has a little long video, but I think it's like I said, very good information in here. I hope that you like the content. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.